Today, let's talk about how digitization is moving all the way to the prison facilities. And now inmates and ex-convicts have a new lease of life thanks to the digital skills they are acquiring. And this is by Close the Gap in partnership with the State Department of Correctional Services and other private partners. We are now in the digital world. Talk of digital transformation that the government is pushing forward. This and much more right here on Take on Tech. My name is Stephanie Ayata and the hashtag is Take on Tech. In a bold step towards inclusive development, Kenya is embracing a powerful intersection of digitization, rehabilitation, and sustainability, transforming correctional facilities into centers of opportunity and innovation. At a newly launched IT asset management and refurbishment facility in Nairobi, discarded electronics are finding a second life. But beyond the machines, it is the people, often forgotten by society, who are being given a second chance. The facility, established by Close the Gap, has the capacity to process up to 200,000 devices annually, significantly scaling access to affordable technology across the country. Through secure data erasure, refurbishment, and redistribution, the initiative is driving Kenya's circular economy while bridging the digital divide. Presiding over the launch, the Principal Secretary for Correctional Services, Dr. Salome Muhia, officially unveiled digital hubs in correctional institutions, marking a major milestone in the country's shift towards tech-driven rehabilitation.
Today marks a significant milestone in our collective journey to modernize rehabilitation through innovation, strategic partnerships, and technology-driven solutions. This facility will play a pivotal role in device mobility processing, computer grading, e-waste management, software cleanup, and other intricate technical processes. Through these interventions, it will not only enhance operational efficiency, but also create meaningful opportunities for skills development, rehabilitation, and sustainable livelihoods. Globally, evidence continues to demonstrate that rehabilitation is most effective where education, digital inclusion, and opportunity converge.
As part of this effort, Close the Gap has donated 250 desktop computers to prisons across the country, equipping inmates with access to digital learning tools and skills training. Inside Kenya's correctional facilities, a quiet revolution is now underway. Through partnerships with the State Department for Correctional Services and organizations like Tech Kids Africa, inmates are being trained in ICT, preparing them for reintegration into a digital economy.
Yeah, forever grateful for what the Close the Gap and Tech Kids Africa are doing with the correctional services. Indeed, and maybe it was mentioned earlier that in Mombasa, our Boston institution and the Shimolatewa women prisons received donations for the gadgets, that is computers. And therefore, we want to say that we commit the 250 gadgets that we are going to receive ourselves and the state probation and aftercare services, that they are going to be put in good use to ensure that our clients benefit out of it, and we know within the program even our officers will be able to benefit.
As probation and aftercare service, we feel very much honored to be part of the beneficiary of this important donation. As you are aware, we have a catchment of offenders who are serving uncasual sentences. Currently, as we are speaking, 62,000 offenders are serving their sentences within the community, and also we have 9 institutions whereby these donations will go a long way in assisting our offenders, and it's our humble duty to ensure the gadgets are used for the intended purpose, and at the end of the day, the offenders whom we are rehabilitating, they will come out fully rehabilitated and they will be able to reintegrate within the society as good citizens.
The PS emphasized that rehabilitation must evolve with the times. When correctional systems invest in education, digital inclusion, and opportunity, communities become safer.
Globally, evidence continues to demonstrate that rehabilitation is most effective where education, digital inclusion, and opportunity converge. Empirical studies infer that incarcerated persons who access learning and skills programs are significantly less likely to reoffend upon release. This underscores a simple truth. When correctional systems invest in people, communities become safer. Regionally, many countries are increasingly embracing data-driven, technology-enabled correctional reforms to improve training, operational efficiency, and reintegration outcomes. Kenya is equally committed to ensuring that our institutions remain responsive to the demands of a rapidly evolving world. Nationally, integration of digital tools present immense opportunities to strengthen rehabilitation, enhance vocational training, improve service delivery, and prepare offenders for productive reintegration and resettlement in society.
The initiative aligns with Kenya's broader push to modernize correctional systems through innovation, leveraging digital tools, artificial intelligence, and smart technologies to enhance both rehabilitation and service delivery. For partners behind the project, the connection between circular economy and rehabilitation is deeply symbolic. At the refurbishment facility, devices that would otherwise be discarded are repaired, upgraded, and redistributed. In the same way, inmates, often written off, are being equipped with skills to rebuild their futures. Paula Kwabi, CEO of Tech Kids Africa, says the program is rooted in second chances.
Close the Gap is a partner of Tech Kids Africa, and when they are closing the digital devices gap, Tech Kids Africa, we are closing the digital literacy gap. So most of the time we work together, like for example, the prison, we've been working together whenever they donate devices as we train the officers and the inmates. And we've been having a lot of success stories, reintegrate faster within the community. We have had so many of such stories from the prison. And not only on the prison, even in different schools. Like right now, as we're speaking, we are having trainings happening in Kilifi County, 100 teachers in Kwale County, another 100 teachers. And we're moving on, especially during the holiday, we work a lot by Close the Gap, taking devices to the schools. And as our work is to capacity build the teachers and also the youths in the utilizing of devices, that is on both AI, on robotics, on coding, on animation, and every emerging technology that they need for them to be competitive globally.
Through structured training programs and a new digital curriculum, inmates are gaining skills that are directly relevant to today's job market, opening pathways to employment and entrepreneurship after release. For some, that transformation is already a reality. Maureen, a former inmate, is now an IT teacher, using the skills she acquired in prison to build a new life and advocate for digital training behind bars.
I'm 42 years of age, an ex-convict of Shimolatewa Women Prison, having served there 1 year, 8 months. While in incarceration, I got an opportunity to learn digital literacy through the help of Close the Gap and Tech Kids. And I managed to do Microsoft Office tools. I did web design. I also did graphic and design, personal branding, and computer maintenance. Once I was through with my sentence and came out of prison, in a span of less than a month, I was able to get a job as an ICT teacher, and I'm also a web designer, courtesy of digital literacy is an employability skill, and it helps inmates be reintegrated back into the community, thus reducing the rate of recidivism. When I say that, I mean going back to the offense that they did. Digital literacy also helps because we are currently in a digitalized world. And if with this program, the inmates are going to be at par with the digital world. Not introducing digital literacy in prison will make them be at risk. They don't know what is happening outside here. But when they come out, they'll have the skills that will help them in reintegration back into the community.
Her story reflects the program's deeper impact, that rehabilitation, when paired with opportunity, can lead to true reform. The initiative is also backed by strong international collaboration. The European Union continues to deepen its partnership with Kenya through digital transformation efforts. EU Ambassador to Kenya pointed to the EU-Kenya Digital Dialogue launched in March 2026, positioning Kenya as a continental leader in digital cooperation.
Just a few weeks ago, we launched an EU-Kenya digital dialogue with the ICTCS. And of course, when President Ruto goes to Brussels on the 8th of June, there will be further talk on how we can deepen our digital cooperation. So the private sector plays a key role in this cooperation. And the EU has invested most of its money, its grant money in Kenya, in digitization. So we are digitizing all land records of Kenya. We are digitizing the entire justice system. And we are helping companies like startups like Close the Gap to close the digital gap. We are also planning a new big program to close the gender gap, the gender digital gap, because there's a growing gap in terms of usage of new technologies between men and women. And if we're not closing that gap, the women are losing out on the digitization, and we are losing the gains we made in the last years.
Belgium and the Netherlands have also expressed support for initiatives that merge sustainability with social impact, particularly in advancing the circular economy and digital inclusion.
Without transforming our economies and the way we live into sustainable processes, we're in trouble, and that's where we have to go. We have to, our energy has to become sustainable or renewable. Our economies have to become circular. We really need to start thinking about how we're going to live on this planet when 10 billion of us are living here. Right now we're at 8 billion, but that's moving upwards. Pretty soon there'll be 10 billion of us, and that the planet cannot sustain 10 billion people if we don't change the way we live and we organize our lives. And part of that is the circular economy. So what is Belgium's interest in circular economy in Kenya? No. Belgium is interested in circular economy worldwide, just like we all should be.
Of course, it is very sad that people end up in jail. But jail is not the end of your life for most of the prisoners. So you need to give them an opportunity and a chance to build up their lives after they are released from prison, after they have served their term, whatever they may have done. And to do something meaningful and to acquire skills while they are in prison, I think is a very important step in that direction. So the collaboration between the Circular Economy Hub and the prison service, I think, is a very good one.
The event, graced by Mama Ida Odinga, also saw a further commitment to expanding digital access beyond correctional facilities. Close the Gap CEO Olivier pledged to donate computers to her institution, the Ida Odinga Resource Center, in a move aimed at empowering more learners through technology.
But I think when we were having dinner last week, Yes, you talked about also some of your foundation schools in Western Kenya, the one in Homa Bay in particular that carries your name, and that there is not yet a full functional computer lab. So I think if Debbie, who is the real boss here, as everybody know, if she agrees with me, and if Timothy and his team are not too tired from the nighty arrival of our containers from Mombasa last night, they arrived literally before midnight, we would like to offer you, on the occasion of our anniversary of our first day of opening here, our Mombasa or our Nairobi facility, to offer to your school a computer lab. And I would love to go and visit it with some of our team. Yes.
I'm so grateful for the donation of computers in that place. It is going not only to serve the school, but the institutions around that area and many more. Thank you so much.
After the Shimolatewa, let's say, pilot project, we have been able to do an investment as Close the Gap together with the State Department. And now we have identified together with Her Excellency the PS of Correction Services, Dr. Salome Beako, 14 prisons countrywide, and many of them are already in the process of deploying the first digital labs. But all of them by the end of this year will have an in-facility digital hub, similar as the two that we have built in Mombasa. And so we hope that thousands of inmates will actually be running simultaneously this project.
At the Nairobi facility, the process itself reflects this commitment.
Hi. Hi. Please introduce yourself and take us through what happens here.
So my name is Isene Abduba. I'm an intern here at Close the Gap, and I'm ready to take you through the operations here.
All right, let's start.
So firstly, when we receive the load, we take them through the check-in. So what happened, we arrange them in categories. Either they are laptops, the PCs, the iPhones, the iPads, all of them, we arrange them. And then we go through the check-in process. So basically what happens here is, first we do registration. We do registration by giving each and every device a unique identification number, which we call it the RFE number.
RFE,
Yeah, so we give them each of them, we give them the RFE number, and then we grade them. We use these three color palettes. There's green, orange, and then there's the red one. So the green one, like the device is actually good, everything is okay with it. And then the orange one, the device is functioning within the expected parameters. And then the red one means like maybe it has a dent, a crack, or something like that. So for that, we put them at we give them the red one. So after we're done with that, the data carriers such as the PCs, laptops, iPhones, we take them to the mobility process through the.
That's over there.
Yeah, over there.
Okay,
through the conveyor belts.
Here you're done. With the
check-in.
check-in.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for the one that we grade them, the red one, we bring them to the tear down. So
tear down is here.
It's here. So basically here what we do is, you see, we gave them the grade T, this one. T grade, it means tear down. And then the defects, we write them, the scratch cased, the LCD lights are scratched, and then the display picture distortion, and then we report them. Okay. So the report is saved in the system.
So what happens with those kind
so
of
the ones
machines?
We scrap them.
Okay.
Yeah, we scrap them. Yeah.
Right.
And then this one is called the monitor line. So here, the monitors here are tested. They're tested for faultiness, either if they are working well, ensure that they don't have any scratches, they don't have any cracks or dents. So they're taken here, they're tested. Once they're tested, they are stored in cartons, and then they are stored in the warehouse. Yeah.
After this,
we go here to the mobility processing. So here we use a software known as Blanco. So this software overrides the data. It overrides the data of those data carriers, such as the iPhones, the laptops, the iPads, it overwrites this data. It ensures that all the data of the previous owners are overwritten and they are no more.
Clearly
Yeah,
erased.
everything
So
is
if
erased.
someone is to donate or sell the gadgets to you, they're sure. How, how do you guarantee them that their data is?
It's 100%. So there's this first step and then there's the other step as well. So here, Blanco, it overwrites it as well. So this one, probably it works for iPhones. It works for iPhones and iPads, which overwrites that data. It ensures like all of the data is erased here. Yeah.
So after, and then I'm seeing you have tablets here. So are this, Kenyan machines that you are recycling?
Yeah, there are some that are inbound, maybe some are imported. All of them are just here. Yeah.
Okay, so these are some of them. The phones, the tablets.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this
So
is the
here,
next.
This is the data wiping processing. It also uses the software Blanco. This one mostly works for the laptops and the PCs. So here, like it overwrites all of the data. It ensures like all of the data is overwritten, nothing is left here. Like all of the data from the previous owners are all overwritten, and it ensures like it's just clean and ready to be in for the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
What next?
So after here, we come to the processing table. So here, the processing table, we grade them. So by grading them, this one.
Oh,
yeah. So here, so you remember the check-in process? There's these 3 color palettes, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes here, you check them. Now this one is thorough checking.
Okay.
From there, you just specs, just what you see. But here, like it's thorough checking. You ensure it's either grade B, A, B, C, or tear down. So if it's grade A, it means it's functioning very well.
Properly.
Yeah, properly, like nothing.
So this is
So this one is, for example, let's say you have overwritten the data, but not everything is overwritten.
Okay.
Yeah. So we remove the hard disk, or maybe, let me rephrase that. Let's say, for example, this one is defective, like it doesn't function well. So you remove the hard disk. We all data wipe the hard disk, and then we remove it for later use. We store them in the cage. We ensure that everything is overwritten, and then we store them in case this one is defective. We also do this here, the processing table. We also
So do you
them.
replace it with a new
New
one?
No, it's defective, so it means it's not working, so we scrap them.
Okay.
So before scrapping it, we remove the hard disk that was overwritten. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then here also we give them the grade. You put, here it's like every detail is done here, most of the detail, the grading, the specs of the device, it's also done here. Yeah. Okay. So once everything is done here, we come to the imaging table. So at imaging table, we do software installations. So let's say a client requested for a software installation, for example, maybe Windows, Linux, or 3D. So we come here, we install them. We install Windows, we update them, and if the client wants, for example, let's say updating Windows or Office, we also install them for them. And then once we are done with that, we pack them and then we deliver it to the client.
All right.
Yeah.
You have heard it. Apart from having closed the gap here in Nairobi, we will now have digital hubs in our correctional facilities, empowering the inmates. Tell us what you think about this. Talk to us at KBC Channel 1. The hashtag is Take on Tech. I will see you next week, same time, same place. Until then, let's keep it tech.